to our final subject of tonight. Let's actually talk about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Yay! More anime awards. Now, I'm kind of saying this sarcastically because the Anime Awards are kind of...
Yeah, but
what are your thoughts on the Anime Awards? Because like I feel like they kind of missed out on stuff here and there.
Crunchyroll Anime Awards has been hit or miss. There are some Crunchyroll Anime Awards that have been fun to watch, but then there are other times where they kind of miss the mark a bit.
I'm kind of not happy with the Crunchyroll Awards because like at the moment right now we are talking about Bocchi the Rock possibly being Anime of the Year, which was an anime of 2022, not 2023.
Do your research, guys. Do your research.
That's what kind of makes me so frustrated when it comes to like these categories that we're going to be talking about for a little bit. But yeah, these categories that we have, I mean, there's some that are kind of like out there that are actually pretty competitive, and then there are some that are kind of like pretty obvious who's going to win, okay? And according to Amid, for what I'm seeing in his picks already, I'm like, you're already starting with one show. Come on, dude. So let's actually go through the nominees for now. And okay, so in 2023, there were some hit animes that came out. Demon Slayer, Oshinoko, Suzume, for example. And again, there's so many like nominees for Oshinoko. Why is that like a show that should be well recognized?
Oshinoko is a show that it holds a place in my heart because of the fact of how it tackles the dark side of the Japanese entertainment industry. And not only that, but it also combines with this sort of a mystery theme to it, where you have the main character, Aqua, try to solve a mystery of how the mother, who is the idol, like how I died, because she was killed by this one rabbit fan. But then the rabbit fan kills himself. But then there's actually like a bigger mystery than that. There's actually more answers to be, there's actually more to it than that. Someone is behind them, and so it's up to Aqua to solve it. And I like that angle that they go with it. Like you have Aqua, who sort of like infiltrates into the school to try to solve the mystery of the murder, and when you combine them all together, and also the fact of how it deals with this commentary about what famous people of all kinds, like actors and idols, have to go through, and how it affects their well-being, it makes for one powerful show.
Right, I definitely understand that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of other shows that are out there that I would say that are quite better. Bocchi the Rock, for example, Demon Slayer. There's a lot of those that can be competitive to say.
The thing is, have you watched the anime itself?
I have not, but I have read the manga. So if anything, there is truth. Like, it is good, but I don't know how it would be compared to the manga and anime. So there's that. Okay, So we do have time to actually do this. So let's go ahead and actually go through each category and actually put out our nominees on who we think we're going to win. So we're going to go through each category like we've done before for the Oscars. And this time around, we're going to go ahead and, pick out our winners like we've done before. And the winner, again, will get a beer when the award show is over. All right, so let's do it. Let's go to the best voice artist performance. You have Abby Trott, who is Nezuko from Demon Slayer.
Yes.
You have Austin Tittle from A Million Knives from Trigun Stampede. You have John Bosch, Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach, The 1,000-Year War. Lexi Nieto from Tomo-chan is a Girl. Marissa Duran from Hell's Paradise. She's Sagari Yamada Asemon. And Ryan Colt Levy, who voices Denji from Chainsaw Man. Now, Omid, who did you pick for your best voice actress performance?
I'm sorry, JYP, you're my favorite voice actor, but
I
went Abby Trott.
Hey, you went to his autograph signing. Hello.
I went with Abby Trott because I've seen more of Demon Slayer than Bleach: 1,000-Year Blood War. Number one. Number two, I felt like, especially at the end of Demon Slayer, you'd see some voice acting from Abby Trott's when Nezuko talks, when Nezuko is actually able to talk again. Abby Trott, it really does nail down the voice of Nezuko, about how when she talks, she's this precious angel, and it makes it all the more heartbreaking to see her in her demon form, because like she's this sweet, innocent girl who's been transformed into a demon. And so Abby Trott really does capture that innocence of her.
You know what? You're betraying Johnny on Bosch after that autograph signing, man. Can I get an autograph back?
God.
Where's that Code Geass thing? I'm gonna take that back. Gonna bring out the Johnny on Bosch.
And number 2, it's JYB as the character, like well-known character, but
he's well known. He grew up. He grew up with you.
He's Ichigo Kurosaki, but to me, he's Lelouch first and foremost.
Oh my god, no!
He's Lelouch first
You can't
and
keep
foremost.
your freaking Code Geass like debauchery out of here, okay? I'm going JYB because he's the well-known voice actor for Ichigo. He's a well-known character. He's done a great job doing the whole Bankai and all those attacks here and there. So I gotta give props out to Johnny on Bosch.
This is one of these ones. I have to put my bias aside and just go for the more fair.
Johnny on Bosch, when he watches this podcast, you're going to be so angry. He's gonna be so angry at you. All right, now it's time for best voice actors in the Japanese side. You have Atsumi Tanezi as Anya Forger from Spy Family. You have Kikunosuke Toya as Denji from Chainsaw Man. Mayumi Tanaka as Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. Yoshino Aoyama as Bocchi from Bocchi the Rock. Yuki Kaiji as Eren Yeager for Attack on Titan. And Yuichi Nakamura as Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. All right, Omid, what was your pick for best voice actors in the Japanese side?
Denji.
Really? So why him more than the others?
Because Denji, like when you listen to his voice acting work as Denji, he really does capture this. He does a good job at portraying this kid who is a troubled kid who went through so much, and then he gets taken in by Makima, and so he ends up working for her, but he's doing it for his own ambitions. Denji comes off, that's what I like about Denji as a character. He's this breath of fresh air because he's a shonen protagonist who it doesn't really portray as the noble protagonist type, but more so rather he's more of the anti-hero type who's pretty much doing what he's doing to survive and because and for his own needs as well. And so I think Denji, like, he comes off as a different kind of shonen character, and I feel like his voice acting performance as a character, and there were some notable scenes in which he really does nail Denji very well.
I'm going to go straight forward. I don't know who to pick on this one because all of them are actually really good. I can actually pick Monkey D. Luffy because she did a really good job voicing Luffy. I could pick Anya because Anya's here, by the way. Oh, no.
She wants to kill me now, doesn't she?
Maybe, yeah, because you didn't pick her. Hello. Okay, so I have this thing over at the CaliCon blog where people hated me because I picked Attack on Titan as Anime of the Year a couple years before, and I won.
You were onto something.
Yes, and I kind of feel like Yuichi Kaiji will win again. So I'm going to pick Attack on Titan and pick Yuichi Kaiji for that one. All right, next up. Best ending sequence. This is the best ending sequence in the anime series. So we have Akari, Soji, Saki. Okay, we'll just go for the anime series, actually. Jujutsu Kaisen, Season 2. Psalm 100, Bucket Up List of the Dead. Chainsaw Man's ending. Demon Slayer's ending. Oshino Ko's ending. And Spy Family's ending. All right. Omi, that's a lot of good choices. Who are you picking on that one?
Best ending sequence. I have to be fair. I have to put all my biases aside and just say Spy X Family.
Oh, that's a prize. So why Spy Family?
Spy Family, when I look at the ending and when I listen to the song, it gives us more of a, chill, colorful vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like Spy X Family has this feel good vibe to it, and I feel like the ending really captures that feel good vibe. And also the animation, the animation in the ending itself, the ending sequence, is just so colorful.
I actually don't know when it comes to picking an ending sequence because all of them are good. Some of them I actually haven't seen before, like Jujutsu Kaisen. Sorry, I haven't caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen. I heard it's a really popular series, though. I think I'm gonna go with Psalm 100 actually because I actually love that show and the ending looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna pick up Psalm 100 on that one. All right, next up, time for the opening sequence for an anime series. Now we have Oshinoko, Heavenly Delusion, Chainsaw Man, Psalm 100. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, and Hell's Paradise. All right, who's your favorite opening from those choices?
Idol.
So Oshinoko.
Oshinoko.
Okay, you gotta tell me why.
What else is there needs to be said? Because, well, when you look at the opening sequence, I think the song title Idol really is a fitting title for the opening sequence because it really does, the opening sequence, it really does feel like you're watching an idol performance. And after you watch the idol performance, you get to see more of what the anime show Oshinoko is about, and it really does paint a picture of what it's really like to be reincarnated into these idol kids. And so like the best opening sequence is so colorful, so powerful, and it really does make you feel like you're in an idol show as well.
Oh god. I do love Chainsaw Man. I love that song, to be fair. But I actually would pick Idol, to be fair. So I'm gonna go with Oshinoko on that as well. All right, so time for the best score. So it's the best music all around the show. We have Attack on Titan, the final chapter, Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Oshinoko, and Suzume. For your best score, who's your choice?
Suzume.
Wow, that's a pretty something too. I don't see a lot of Oshinoko, thankfully.
Yeah, no, like I said before, this is a fair list, not a biased one. And so with Suzume, I feel like the score is so beautiful, especially with at times that they play like the soft piano in the Suzume movie, and also the fact of how the score pretty much further empowers the dramatic feel of Suzume. Like it really does empower the raw emotion of the movie.
I think I have to go with the same thing as well. I do love the movie because of pretty much everything when it comes to music and everything. So I got to go with Suzume as well. So there you go. All right. Next up, let's talk about the best anime song. Oh, there's a lot of good ones here, to be fair.
Yeah.
You have Idol from Oshinoko. You have Kickback from Chainsaw Man. You have Seiyun Complex from Bocchi the Rock. You have Suzume from Suzume. Where Our Blue Is from Jujutsu Kaisen. And Work from Hell's Paradise. Who are you picking on this one?
Kickback.
Wow, not Idol this time. Why? Can you explain why?
Well, because I want to be fair to I want to be fair to multiple anime shows that I love, first and foremost. Second off, Kickback is such a kick-ass song. It's one of those songs in which it's a very good song to listen to on its own. Like, you could just headbang the hell out of that song. But also the fact of how the song gives off this, raunchy, raw sort of a way of saying, yes, this is an opening to Chainsaw Man, and it's going to be violent and it's going to be gory.
It definitely is violent and gory, and it actually does have like that, throw right, miracle song, throw right, a beautiful star. It definitely is a great anime song, but gotta put all my biases aside. Actually, no, to be fair, I'm gonna put some side on one anime show that actually should be deserved on this particular category, and that's Bocchi the Rock. I actually do love the opening for Seiyun Complex. I think that's a great song. So I picked Bocchi the Rock.
It was tough for me to choose. Like, that's the thing with most of these is just the fact of how I love Oshinoko, I love Bocchi the Rock, I love Chainsaw Man. So it was really hard for me to choose between the three.
No, I understand. Right. Next up is the must protect at all costs character. Now, there are a lot of good characters in this category. So let's list them down here. You have Anya Forger from Spy Family, Hitori Goto for Bocchi as Bocchi the Rock, Boji from Ranking of Kings, which, by the way, I really do like him too, Miri Unosaka from Buddy Daddies, Pochita, our little chainsaw pet from Chainsaw Man, and Soletta Mercury from Mobile Suit Gundam with the Witch from Mercury. So, who are you picking from this particular cast?
Now, you might be thinking, oh, you got to pick this one pink girl. She's really cute. She is cute as well, but I'm going with the other pink character.
What?
Goto.
What did you say?
Also, Anya is staring at me and she wants to kill me right now.
Yes, she's staring at you right now.
I'm sorry. Go in the side.
What's she saying right now? You make her sad now.
Hey, I'm saying I protect you, but I also protect Goto. Why can't I protect you both?
No, you have to protect her at all costs. Forget Bocchi. Bocchi can be able to handle herself, okay?
Oh,
She's old enough to handle herself. She's just a kid.
No, but here's the thing. The thing with Goto is that, like, her anxiety is what makes her precious. Like, she feels that anxiety. She feels that anxious feeling of, interacting with others, joining the band, and all that kind of stuff. And you do see what she's going through, and you just want to give her a big hug. So, come on. Give Goto a hug.
Yeah, I don't think she likes you anymore after this. Yeah, we have an Anya here, and yet you end up like not picking her.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna buy your video game. Does that make you feel any
You're
better?
gonna buy her video game from the Switch? Is that what's going to happen?
PS5 specifically, but
Okay,
you
it
get
doesn't
my point.
matter. But yeah, Anya. I'm picking Anya. Come on, she's still the most precious character of all time. She did win last year, and I think she's gonna win again this year.
Well, yeah, you're kind of holding her, so it is obvious that you didn't think of her as precious. Yeah.
Anya's angry at you now.
I don't know. She doesn't look happy. She looks kind of happy. She's still
Oh my god! Did you just? No, she's angry. She's angry at you for sure because you didn't pick her for must protect at all characters. Hello, must protect her at all costs. You definitely have to protect her at all costs. Come on, she's a precious baby. Oh my god. All right, forget that. Next up, best supporting character. We have Arataka from Mob Psycho 100, Hanji Zoe from Attack on Titan. You have Kana Arima from Ochinoko, Power from Chainsaw Man, Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, and Suguru Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, there's two Jujutsu Kaisen characters, but to be fair, I don't know Jujutsu Kaisen, so I'm not going to pick any of them. But then, Omid, who are you picking for your best supporting character?
Kana Arima, who is my favorite character from Oshinoko.
Wow. Okay, so now I'm seeing the whole trend here of Oshinoko stuff now.
Yeah.
Why her?
I kind of have to pick the best character because she has, to me, she has like aside from the twins, she has the best backstory out of all the Oshinoko characters who, like I said, aren't from Ice family. Because of the fact of how, she was isolated as a kid because, well, like she thinks that, she was too busy on her acting. She thinks she's high and mighty and all that stuff. And then as she grew on later on, she grew up like to pursue her acting career alone. And then it's not that she meets Aqua in that she learns to form friendships and she learns to open up herself. And that's what I like about Kana Arima. And also the fact that she has that sarcastic tsundere dry wit to her.
Oh man, when it comes to best supporting character, I'm actually gonna go out of like all the most favorite ones and actually go for one that's absolutely very underrated. Okay, if you don't know Mob Psycho, please watch Mob Psycho. It's turned out to be an amazing series, so I have to pick up Arataka because he's such a great supporter to Mob. I'm like, oh my god, yes, he could be like a little cocky here and there, but I do think he's a great character to help Mob out, and Arataka definitely is up there when it comes to best supporting character. So I'm picking a character out of the blue and I'm picking Arataka.
Cool.
Give him some love. Give Mob Psycho some love, please. Oh my god. Okay, now let's go to best main character. We've got Bocchi from Bocchi the Rock, Denji, Chainsaw Man, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, Mob from Mob Psycho, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, and Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. All right, who are you picking on this one?
Denji.
Okay.
I already explained why I like Denji, but it's very worth repeating. Like I said, he's a breath of fresh air when it comes to shonen protagonists. I do like how his backstory. I do like his motivations for doing what he's doing. He's not just doing it like to save other people and all this stuff. No, he's doing it for his own ambitions, his own needs, and he's doing it for the boobies.
Oh god. Yes, he's a little pervert too. That's a tough one here. I would say Bocchi to be fair. But I have a feeling Monkey D. Luffy is probably going to win because a lot of people are into One Piece.
Well, yeah,
so,
obviously, like you got a popular animes for the years, so of course.
So it's tough to pick because like I do love Mob as well because Mob Psycho is definitely an amazing show. But it's either one of those three. It's either Bocchi, Luffy, or Mob. I mean, I'm pretty sure the favorite was going to be Luffy, but I'm gonna pick Bocchi because I think she definitely needs all the love. So. And I think she's relatable to everybody. Bocchi the Rock, please. Bocchi got to pick on that one. So, yeah, I pick Bocchi. All right, next up, we have the best slice of life anime. Now, we have six animes in this one. You have Bocchi the Rock, Do It Yourself, Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, Insomniacs After School, My Love Stories with Yamada Kuda is at level 999, and Skip and Loafer. I think there's only one anime that actually peels out from all of us, and I think it's Bocchi the Rock, right?
Yeah, I'm picking Bocchi the Rock like hands down.
Yeah, I think that's easily relatable. I think Bocchi the Rock wins. Why was it your favorite slice of life?
Why is my favorite slice of life? Bocchi the Rock is you do feel for Goto and in some ways you can even relate to Goto because she has this anxiety. She's shy and she's anxious to meet people, and it's like we've all been there. We've all been there where we want to come out of our shells, but then our anxiety and our shyness kind of stops us from doing it. But then like Goto does a good job at trying to push herself in order to not only make friends in the Kesoku band, but also even like help contribute to the band and also the business that they're in as well. And so that's what I like about Bocchi the Rock. How it shows his slices life as a rock star who seems like this hermit crab at first, but then she grows past that as the series ends.
I do say Bocchi the Rock just because out of all those slice of life animes, that's the only one I noticed, to be fair. So I'm only gonna go slide on Bocchi the Rock. Plus, like, it's all relatable. It kind of reminds me of K-On, but I feel like it's a little bit better than K-On.
It's significantly better than K-On.
Significantly. You haven't watched K-On. You haven't watched K-On, so you can't judge.
I have seen K-On. Remember back in high school?
The whole thing?
I watched K-On. I watched some of K-On.
Not the whole thing. I'm just saying because I watched everything from K-On. All right. Next up, best drama. Now, six animes in this category. Attack on Titan final season, final chapters part 1, special 1, Heavenly Delusion, My Happy Marriage, Oshinoko, To Your Eternity, and Vinland Saga season 2. Omid, who are you picking on best drama?
Oshinoko.
Why? Again? Why?
I already explained it to you.
Okay. All right. So for me, in this case, I was actually kind of questioning like who should win this one. So Oshinoko for you. I'm really questioning about who to pick up this one because I love Attack on Titan. It definitely was an amazing show. My Happy Marriage also does work in this as well because it was pretty dramatic, unlike how feudal Japan was when it comes to wives. I'm like, what the hell? But this is tough. I actually might have to side on Oshinoko on this one because it did have the drama side to it. Yes. But yeah, best drama goes to Oshinoko in this one. All right. We have best fantasy. Now, 6 animes in this fantasy category. We have Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Mashle, Mushoku Tensei, Ranking of Kings, and Ancient Magnus Bride season 2. Who's your favorite on this one?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Okay. Is it just because it's like Demon Slayer is the only one that appeals to you?
Demon Slayer is the one that appeals to me the most. I've seen Ranking of Kings, and while I do like that show, Demon Slayer, there's just something about that fantasy, and especially that world building in that series that just hooks me the most.
Okay, so you picked Demon Slayer on that one. For me, I would have to go for... Oh man, there's a good one. Mushoku Tensei, I didn't really like that one. Hell's Paradise, I heard a lot of people love that anime. But I think I gotta go the same way. I'm gonna go Demon Slayer too. Because, like, that's the only thing that I know is Demon Slayer. All right, next up. Best Action. There are 6 animes in this category. First off, Attack on Titan, final season, final chapter, special 1. Bleach 1,000 Year War, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and One Piece. There's a lot of good action anime out of this one. I mean, what's your favorite?
Best action for me would be Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Because I like the fact of how, especially in the fighting scenes, about how the fight scenes are very well choreographed. They're very well animated, and especially with the fire and the waves and the wind, like they are very well detailed. They're very well fluent into the animation. They're very fluently well handled.
Okay. Hold on, let me sec.
And plus, there's so much emphasis and backstory in these action scenes as well.
Okay. For me, in my case here, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of good animes for comes to best action. I wouldn't say Demon Slayer being best action though, because there's a lot of other animes that actually would be in that category for best action. And I have to say, okay, I would go One Piece on this one. Okay, because like everything in that show is just absolutely great. I haven't caught up, but to be fair, One Piece show is just awesome.
I haven't caught up either. I'm in the Alabasta.
They're over 1,000 episodes. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, One Piece is just absolutely great when it comes to their action stuff. So I have to say best action for One Piece. All right, next is best comedy. Oh, there's a lot of good ones in this one. Got Bocchi the Rock, Buddy Daddies, Mashle, Spy Family, Urusei Yatsura, and Zom 100. So what do you think for best comedy?
Bocchi the Rock.
Okay.
Because of the fact of how between the friendship of these girls, there's a lot of comedic humor to it.
Okay. Anything else besides that, or that's that all?
There's also the fact of how there's many of these random moments that do pop up, which they do appear to be legitimately hilarious, especially with Goto trying to interact with the best friends. And also the friends themselves have their own quirks, their own personality, their charm. That really does make for good comedy.
I think for me in this case, I would go for. Okay, I love Spy Family. Spy Family is like a great comedy. I don't know if it would go for. I mean, maybe it would go for best comedy just because it was really good. But Mashle is also really funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really a funny anime itself. Okay, I'm gonna side on Spy Family on this one, so that's my choice for best comedy. So Spy Family. Next up, we have Best Romance. We have Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, Insomniacs After School, My Happy Marriage, My Love Story with Yamada Kuda's Level 999, Skip and Loafer, and Tomo-chan's a Girl. All right, what's your best chance for Best Romance?
My Happy Marriage.
Okay. The Netflix series? Okay, you can explain.
Because of the fact of how it may appear to be your Cinderella story on paper with its summary, but then when you look at the show, when you really watch this series as a whole, you do find that the relationship grows and grows to be more real and more organic than that. Mio and Kyoka Kudo do learn from one another, and they learn to grow from one another, and Kudo does help elevate Mio's self-confidence in herself, and Mio does help Kudo pretty much learn to come out of like this coldish personality that he has displayed like in the beginning. And so I do feel that like My Happy Marriage, Mio and Kudo do have that chemistry.
Got it. And I think for me as well, I would go for My Happy Marriage. I looked at the series and it looked pretty interesting. The fact that feudal Japan acts like this, and I'm like, wow. But when it comes to the romance between like the person and the wife, definitely feels kind of nice. So yeah. I would go for My Happy Marriage. Best Art Direction, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen, Oshinoko, and Zom 100. What's your choice for Best Art Direction?
Oshinoko. Because of the fact of how the characters, they look so sparkly, they look so clear, so crisp, and the stars in their eyes resemble of how they are the kids of this big, idol, figure, which is I. You do see that the star in their eye resembles them being stars.
Okay, but for me though, when it comes to art direction, you can just see like how great Demon Slayer has been. I gotta go with Demon Slayer because it looked great. I think when it comes to best animation, though we'll talk later, would also win that as well. So Demon Slayer, I'm picking that one.
That would be a close second. That'd be a close second.
Best cinematography: Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Heavenly Delusion, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Vinland Saga. For cinematography, who is your choice on that one?
Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Because Demon Slayer, like I said, especially how they capture the mood, the atmosphere of the Demon Slayer universe, and about how, especially during the fight scenes, there's so much emphasis, so much development, and so much detail given in the fight scenes, especially with the Demon Slayers and their swords, rather it be the wave sword by Tanjiro, like the wave, the water coming out of the sword, or the fiery sword in which Tanjiro learns to use later on. And also Rengoku does it too. Oh, and also Zenitsu's lightning striking sword. Your boy Zenitsu.
But here's the thing, that we're talking about the Swordsmith arc era, and Zenitsu wasn't a part of it.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. So, the Mist Swordsman.
Oh, him, yeah. If anything,
like they even captured the mist
right.
very well.
All right, I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna go Attack on Titan on this one for best cinematography. So that's my choice when it comes to that. All right, best director: Yuichiro Hayashi from Attack on Titan, Keiichiro Saito from Bocchi the Rock, Ryu Nakamura from Chainsaw Man, Hirotaka Mori from Heavenly Delusion, Shota Gosho Zono from Jujutsu Kaisen, or Daisuke Hiramaki from Oshinoko. All right, who are you picking on this one? Oshinoko?
Best director, Bocchi the Rock.
Wow. Oh, that's surprising for me. Why Bocchi the Rock this time?
Best director because I feel like the director, how the director really does, capture and directs Bocchi the Rock. What he does is that he does this unbelievable task of turning a panel manga like that looks to be your typical 4-panel manga with his short stories, and he manages to make that into something really special in this full-fledged series of Bocchi the Rock.
Oh man, this is again another tough one to pick up. But when it comes to best director, I feel like I'm gonna go the same way. I'm actually gonna pick Attack on Titan 2. Uh-oh, here comes the CaliCon blog. Gonna cancel me now.
CaliCon blog's gonna have a word with you.
All right. Now when it comes to best character design, we've got Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen, Oshinoko, and Trigun Stampede. Who's your choice for best character design?
Oshinoko.
Okay.
Because I already mentioned to you earlier about how the character designs, each and every character stands out as being very vibrant, very colorful. They have their own, like when you look at their hair colors, they do feel very vibrant. And like I said before, it all comes down to the details of Aqua and Ruby's eyes and about how, like I said before, you have this one star eye that resembles them being the not only them being the kids of this idol, their idol mother eye, but also that they have the potential to be stars themselves.
When it comes to best character design, I think there's one actually anime that actually points out to become like really good when it comes to character design, and I have to say, Trigun Stampede. I mean, you've never seen Vash Stampede like this, and he looks pretty sick. And same with the other characters in Trigun. So it's a different style that Trigun has done for Stampede, and it's a great series itself as well. So I gotta go with Trigun Stampede for that one.
As me, I'm going for Ai Hoshino's kids.
Yeah, so you want Ruby, Ruby and Aqua on that one. Okay. All right, now let's go to best animation. Now, we've talked about this a lot. Animation has been quite flawless when it comes to some animes here and there. But these six shows ended up actually becoming part of the best animation category. So let's bring it out here. Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Mob Psycho 103, and Trigun Stampede. Who are you picking on this one?
Best animation, Demon Slayer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I already went into detail about this, but like I said before, the animation of the characters looks very well done. I would argue this is Ufotable's best animation to date.
Yeah, Ufotable has always been really good when it comes to all of their animated shows, and they never really miss a dot when it comes to Demon Slayer, so I'm picking that as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely looking forward for that one. All right, next up, we're running to the final. We're going to the final categories, by the way, for the Anime Awards. So let's go ahead and get to it here. Best Original Anime. We have 6 categories in this one: Akiba Maid War, Birdie Wing, Golf Story Season 2, Buddy Daddies, Do It Yourself, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, and The Marginal Service. All right, who are you picking on this one?
Buddy Daddies. I haven't seen any of the best original anime nominees, but Buddy Daddies to me looks like an alternate Spy X Family when you look at it.
Kind of looks like I haven't seen it, to be fair, but
I haven't seen any of Buddy Daddies, but from what I've seen in the poster, it definitely looks to be something to be inspired by Spy X Family. Like you see the two adults and you see this one kid that they adopt.
Oh, so it's like they're
girl,
raising a kid. Oh, that's cute.
That little girl gives Anya vibes.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, so it kind of feels like Spy Family. Interesting. For me, I would have to say Birdie Wing. The season 1 actually is not bad. Okay, so it actually looks really flawless when it comes to waifu golf. Okay.
Oh, God. I think that's why you like it.
No, it's golf for one thing and waifus. So I have to pick any one of those two. So Birdie Wing, no doubt, I think would take it for me. For original anime. All right, let's go to best film. Now, there's some very good ones here for best film. Although to be fair, I haven't seen what's that one movie? The Boy and the Heron. Why is that not in here?
How is The Boy and the Heron not here? I don't understand.
I don't know. Tell it to Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll's being stupid again. I said before, Crunchyroll has had their suspicions when it comes to their freaking awards, so this is one of them. Sorry, Yuri on Ice is supposed to win at Best Anime?
No. That should have gone to Mob Psycho.
That should have not happened. I should have not happened.
Should have gone to Mob Psycho.
Anyway, Best Film. Black Clover, Blue Giant, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Psychopath Providence, Suzume, and The First Slam Dunk. Now, my roommate will say First Slam Dunk, but we already know who's going to win the best film to me.
Suzume.
Yeah, I think Suzume too. It's just absolutely great. Suzume is just like amazing. It's again one of Makoto Shinkai's best work. And yeah, I just really like the story and the point when it comes to Suzume.
And also, it made us cry over a chair.
Yeah,
over a chair.
You said this before, right? When we talked about it.
No other movie can manage to do that.
We're down to the final 3. Best New Series: Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, Oshinoko, or Zom 100.
Oshinoko.
Oh no, my God. Okay, here comes the
Oshinoko train.
Here comes the ongoing train for Omi just starting to pick Oshinoko animes. Okay. Why Best New Series? Like out of the rest of them, like the rest of them have their appeal when it comes to a new series.
But Oshinoko, like each of them do have their appeal, but I feel like Oshinoko sticks with me the most because it delves with, acting life. It delves with, what it's like to be a star and what it's like to be in the entertainment industry, about how it really can, deteriorate your well-being.
Okay, when it comes to all of these 6 animes, I mean, Bocchi the Rock undoubtedly stood me out. I was like, this is great. Chainsaw Man, I mean, everybody was hyping the fuck out of Chainsaw Man because it was just absolutely awesome. Oshinoko was just out of the blue. Like, everybody didn't know about this series. Now everybody's now into it because it's idols and it is a great drama. But I gotta give Zom 100 some love. I mean, it blew out of the water last summer, and I was absolutely intrigued with this whole series. Like, from the first episode onward, it's like a great comedy. It's fun, zombies here and there, having a guy literally just go out of work and try to survive, which he does. It's not like really much of a survival thing. It's more of like, hey, this is like a slice of life thing now. But yes, I'm gonna go pick Zom 100 for Best New Series.
Zom 100, I will definitely say, is one of the more intriguing zombie apocalypse stories because of how it subverts your expectations about how usually with zombie apocalypse stories, it's usually about a group of characters trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. Whereas here, it's actually a character making the most out of the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. So that makes it quite interesting. All right. Now we have 2 more animes to bring up, 2 more nominees to bring up before we close the show up here. So let's talk about these last 2. Best Continuing Series: Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Spy Family, or Vinland Saga. What are you picking from this 6?
I wish I could say One Piece, but I haven't seen enough of One Piece to pick it. But by the way, I'm still in the Alabasta arc. I still have a long way to go, but I love One Piece, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to say Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Demon Slayer really does a superb job in showing each arc, building up Tanjiro's character development and building up Tanjiro's relationships and friendships with his sister, his friends, and his masters and all that stuff. And at each and every character in Tanjiro's life, and especially including Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Rengoku, they have their own share of backstory, character development, and their moment to shine as well. Especially with Rengoku in the Mugen Train arc, and Zenitsu with the Entertainment District arc.
Yeah, I mean, Demon Slayer is going to continue on with a brand new arc coming up this year. So there's that. But look at Spy Family coming up. You have a movie that we have to watch eventually that will come out soon. Crunchyroll, give us some news about the new Spy Family movie.
I do plan for us to watch it.
Code White looks to be promising. It came out in Japan in December, which is, again, an amazing anime series already.
Yes.
So I cannot wait for the next Spy Family. If they're on a boat and they're having fun on a boat, and then you see Yor just continuing to be her assassin self, and I'm like, oh god, I love it. So I'm gonna go Spy Family. I do think it's a great continuing series, so I'm gonna pick that one for there.
Cool.
Now it's time for the moment of the the best award for the Crunchyroll Awards, the Anime of the Year. Now, it's weird how we call Anime of the Year, considering that there's some categories, or there's some animes that were from 2022, not 2023. What are your feelings about actually having those animes be part of this?
Do your research. That's what 2022, not 2023.
Well, to be fair, they should have. Where's Freerun? They're not even nominated for any of these categories. Okay, so.
Well, that's a huge snub there, man.
Did you watch Freerun yet, or?
I haven't yet, but yeah, I have heard that it's really the hype, but I didn't get nominated.
Yeah, it's a really good series, so check out Freerun when you can. And it should have been nominated for Anime of the Year this year, if you can. God damn it, guys. Okay, we'll wait till 2025 next year or anything. God dang it, Crunchyroll Anime Awards. All right, let's go to the Anime of the Year nominees. Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Oshinoko, and Vinland Saga. All right. Out of all these six, Omid, who's your Anime of the Year?
Oshinoko.
Wow. Okay, so I'm assuming, because like out of 50, I think 50 or more percent was Oshinoko picks, by the way, because I've been recording everything that you said. It's mostly Oshinoko.
Yeah, and it's all for reasons like that. Like I said before, it really does hit me personally about how it takes place in a Japanese entertainment industry. It relates to acting, idol, dancing, and it relates to like all kinds of entertainment art, performative art. And just by the fact of there's even a dark side to becoming a entertainer or performer, rather it be getting death threats from social media because you did the one thing that got you canceled or something like that, or there's even murder in which a rabid fan stabs you because for something stupid like they didn't notice you or anything like that, or even just by the fact of how isolated you were because you were so focused on your acting, your passion, all this stuff. Like those really do come in full circle and are really displayed in this series. So there's that deep commentary when it comes to the entertainment industry.
Okay, I know that Oshinoko, I mean, a lot of fans are definitely going to pick it just because it's an idol, and plus anybody was actually watching Oshinoko and actually giving the hype out of it. I don't think it's going to win, to be fair. There's a lot of other, like, animes that were great. Chainsaw Man, for example. Like, that's an amazing anime series. Everybody loved Chainsaw Man. But I got to give it up to Bocchi the Rock. I mean, I love that series. I kind of related to me because, like, I was also an anxious person, like, growing up. And the fact that, like, if you live through Bocchi's shoes, it's like, just a hiding person in a closet doing music on YouTube. She gets known by a band, and now she's performing with this band, but at the same time, she's also pretty shy.
Yeah.
She can't really, like, manage here and there. And then, out of all the places, like, Bocchi the Rock ended up becoming such a great, like, hip thing for everybody who's like in a convention, because like they cosplay the characters, they cosplay the band. Like it was just awesome watching Bocchi the Rock. Kind of reminds me of K-On!, but it feels like it's so much better because it's so relatable compared to K-On!, which is just more moe, cutesy stuff here and there. I do say like Bocchi the Rock definitely deserves like its honor. I don't know why it didn't get nominated last year, because they're, again, Crunchyroll's being stupid. They should have deserved 2023's anime award, but I guess we're just pushing it to this year now. So I have to say Bocchi the Rock. I still remember it in my head. It's still like rent free. It's just amazing of a show, and Bocchi the Rock definitely deserves the anime of the year.
Oshinoko for me, it's also the fact of how I used to do a lot of acting in my life, like performing arts, so that's also another factor into my pick.
So, again, out of all these nominees, do you feel like all of the nominees did deserve their places?
I honestly feel that, yeah, they did. Each and every single one of them, especially Oshinoko, Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, and Zom 100, especially being my favorite anime shows. Oh, and also Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village arc. Like, all of them stand out to me with their own pros, their own elements that make them such iconic anime to watch. Each and every one of them stand out. Each and every one of them deserve some particular categories that they were nominated for.
I see. Yeah, I just feel like everyone else deserves it, but again, I feel like there's some animes from this fall season, in 2023 that should be able to be nominated to be in 2024. Again, Frieren needs to be at least in some of these categories. Attack on Titan has been nominated way too much. Is it really that good of an anime series? That's a big problem because it did win Anime of the Year a couple years ago, but did it deserve it? That's the big issue. Again, a lot of things happening here and there where we get to see a lot of Demon Slayer picks. You get to see a lot of like, there's some like animes that needed like some bigger help. Like Oshinoko got nominated a lot to me. That's why I was like, it needed to at least have some freedom. It can't just be all Oshinoko. There has to be a couple of like variety here and there. So that's why I wanted to switch it up. It didn't pick all like Bocchi, all Attack on Titan, all Demon Slayer or anything like that.
So you feel it was lopsided?
I feel it's very lopsided. Again, Crunchyroll Awards, you're not really looking into like what everybody's looking into. I say like they could do some more things to at least have some like anime spread out in their categories. This is why I kind of don't like it, but this is what we're going to go for, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not great. So if you're watching right now, the voting poll has been closed for the Anime Awards. So if you haven't voted yet, very sorry about that. Your vote will not count. So now it's all up to the judges, all up to us who pretty much voted for the Anime Awards to pretty much give you the results. That'll be coming out on March 2nd, live from Tokyo. Will you be waking up at 3 a.m. to watch this?
Nope, I'll be sleeping.
Shut up. I did it last year.
I'll be sleeping like a baby.
Okay, you can do that. I woke up from 3 a.m. all the way to 6 a.m. to watch the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, which to be fair was that Saturday night. So
I can watch the recording version of it.
You can watch the recording version of it. I was just there live. I was like, shit, I might as well just watch it all now.
What about this? Like we do like a late night live stream of
Will you be awake till like 5 a.m? That's the issue.
Probably not.
You're probably gonna be knocked out on a live stream. Yes, so voting has been closed. The animes we already gave you guys all the animated categories, who they are. When we put out the recorded version of our episode, you can comment down who you think would win the anime award here and there. We already picked up our categories. We already picked up our nominees. Well, who do you think we're going to win? So to say the least, we can't wait for March 2nd to see who wins. And again, we'll have a beer ready for the winner here.
Yeah, you're going to see who's going to be
Don't tell me it'll be a lot of Oshinoko. Oh, that's so dumb.
In which case...
That's for you. Okay, for you. You're going to have fun. You're going to have fun with that beer.